Welcome back. We're talking to folks who represent an organization called Toledo's Pet Bowl Project. We have with us Cindy Renzel, and we have John Brown, and most importantly, we have Lucy, who's down there on the floor. I don't know if we can get a good shot of Lucy, but she's a gorgeous 42-year-old Airedale. She's actually 6. And she's doing a great job this morning. Has Lucy been part of the training programs, or you guys train her at home? Because
yeah, she's just my dog.
She's your dog.
Yeah, it's one of my dogs.
So if we come to your training classes, we can get somebody, a little puppy behaved like Lucy?
That's right.
You're kidding me.
No.
That's amazing. She's been so good this whole show. It's really good. Yeah. But you guys have a number of classes. You have a class, something called a class for kids.
Yes, we do. Actually, we do several classes for kids. We do humane education classes. I think I talked a little bit about those. We have them. We do a 2-hour, 4-hour, and a 6-hour class that includes a lot of fun stuff. Like we talk about pet safety. We talk about we talk about dog fighting, staying out of dog fighting. We do a real fun game show that the kids love. They just, I mean, it has buzzers, and I mean, you'd think they were on Family Feud. They get a big kick out of it. We also talk about things like, we also do some classes for younger kids that will, talk about pet safety, how to approach a dog's body language, things like that.
There's a lot of subtle signs in dogs that people don't understand.
Like what?
Yeah.
Well, just simply like if you approach a dog and they turned away, that's telling them, I don't want any interest, I don't want any attention.
Don't bother me.
Don't bother me. Licking their lips, just different little signals. Like that.
So if the dog is licking his lips, he doesn't want you to bother him. I want to know this stuff, because next time I see a dog, I want to know what I'm dealing with.
A stress signal. Of course, if there's food around, they might be,
licking their lips because they're hungry.
Yeah, so we'll do that. They'll look away. Maybe anytime when I talk to kids, it's about if the dog's nice and loose and wiggly, that's generally a safe dog. If they're stiff like a statue, that's not a safe dog, and you don't want to approach them.
What if you see a dog coming towards you on the street? Do you need to move away? Do you need to stand still?
Well, the best thing to do is be like a tree. So we'll teach kids to be like a tree, put your hands down or cross them, stand maybe sideways to the dog. You never want to face them or look in their eyes, because that can be threatening for dogs. Eye contact can be threatening for dogs. Right. And you want to be calm and basically be like a tree. Running and squealing and yelling is very stimulating for dogs, and that's one of the last things you want to do. Because it really stimulates dogs to chase.
What are they, if they're friendly dogs and they're chasing you because you're running, what's the likelihood that they will attack once they catch you? Because they're going to catch you.
So well, that's hard. It's hard to say if if it's a friendly dog or not. I mean, if Lucy was chasing me or chasing somebody, she's looking to play. But some dogs may not be. You don't know. It's
and we tell the kids not to do that, because we don't want them to try to make that decision. So we tell them never run from a dog. And we have some really fun videos that we show them that actually have kids that do that kind of do the presentation for them, that show don't run from the dog and show them how to stand still and not to make eye contact. And it kind of really brings it home for them and makes them understand it a little better.
Is there some basic defensive move, though, that people should know about if they're being attacked by a dog?
Well, generally, if you're being attacked, a lot of times what we'll tell kids is to roll up in a ball, cover your ears and head, keep your fists, hands closed, and ideally try not to scream, because that just eggs, the animal on.
It does it?
Yeah.
Okay.
So, that's why a lot of dogs like squeaky toys. It's like little prey.
It makes them think it's prey, so then they will continue to bite.
And kids learn all of these things in your classes for kids.
And another thing people can do if they're kind of scared by a dog, if you have a hat or some clothing or something you can throw to the dog to get them a little bit distracted, maybe interested in that, and you can kind of walk away slowly while they're checking out what you threw down.
Yeah, we have handouts, coloring books, a lot of different things that we give the kids.
A big thing we teach kids is, first, you have to ask the owner of the dog if you can meet the dog. And then you have to ask the dog if they want to meet. You just don't go up to the dog. and start petting them. The dog may
Oh.
not want to meet you. So
I introduced
you
myself
can-
to Lucy all wrong this morning.
Yeah, you did.
I did,
That's
didn't
okay,
I?
yeah.
I'm sorry I didn't know, but I'll do better next time. So is your thought that everyone who has a dog should go through the training or go through some sort of
Some
training?
sort of training, yeah.
Some
and
sort
it's
of training?
just like, it's just like raising kids. You've got to provide them with rules. You've got to supervise them. You've got to manage them. I see so many people, they get puppies. They don't give any rules. They let them have so much freedom in the house, and they cause all kinds of, problems. She says, "What?"
Hey, there she goes. She's paying attention to our camera
Socialization is such a big thing, and we really teach that from the beginning. Socialize your puppy, socialize your dog, because if they don't know people, they're never going to react well around people. I really want to talk about, we do have a couple new classes that we're putting out there, and we really need volunteers for.
Tell us about this.
We have a new positive youth program that we're doing, and it's actually the trainers are doing a class that's just for kids in the inner city. So we're actually looking for a couple locations, but this is going to be a class for 14 to 17-year-olds to bring just their dogs to. So, and it's going to be a really fun class. They're going to do things like agility, tracking, some basic obedience and things like that. So that's going to be a really fun class, and it's going to be just for teens.
Just for teens, and it's focused on kids in the Central City.
Correct.
Okay.
Correct.
Any kind of dog, any breed of
Yep,
dog?
any breed of dog. So yeah,
Do you have dates for that yet?
we don't have dates. I believe our first class will begin in either the end of May or June.
But you'll put it on your website.
It'll be on our
And
website.
we'll put their website information on the screen before we go, so you will absolutely have a way to check to keep, sort of know what's going on with these classes. Okay.
Yes. And
That's
the
a
other
cool
one,
idea.
yeah,
it's
it's
a really good
very,
idea.
very
Good
nice
idea.
group. Yeah. The other one is called Teacher's Pet, and what that one is where we actually are pairing up unadoptable dogs from like the Pound or Planned Parenthood, and with at-risk youth. So we are actually working with the RTC program over at Juvenile Detention, and we are going to train those kids how to train these unadoptable dogs.
You're kidding me? What a great
So,
idea.
so yeah, it teaches the kids, responsibility to work with these dogs, and it makes the dogs more adoptable.
And,
So it's a
there is
really
so
cool
much
program.
research out there about the benefit of,
Absolutely,
having
absolutely.
dogs as pets. And
Yes.
What
Well,
a great idea.
I mean, pets. Everybody loves pets, and pets are such therapy for people and kids. And we've done so much research on that, and I really believe that through all of this, it's going to just be a win-win for the kids and for the parents and for our group. I mean, we see such a great response from the kids at Juvenile Detention, and for our volunteers. I mean, everybody just walks away thinking, wow, that was such a great experience. So I mean, we really we have a canine care fair coming up in May over at Dirty Paws Bathhouse and Boutique, where we're going to just do a fun day for people to bring their dogs out, and we're going to just do a whole day of education on how to make your pet more healthy. That's going to be at from 12 to 4. So we're just really trying to just educate. That's our big thing, is educate.
And can we talk about the trainings and the free
yes.
trainings in the parks? Once a month we're doing free trainings in the local parks. What's our first one?
May 19th.
May 19th at Navarre. We're actually going to
Yes.
put that information up for
Okay.
you. May 19th at Navarre Park,
Yep.
2 to
and
4.
Everybody's welcome to bring their dog out,
Any
regardless
dog,
of the
any kind
breed,
of dog, yeah.
and for some free training. And we have just little individual stations where we work on some of the basic manners like sit and down, coming when called,
Yes.
walking on leash.
Does it matter how old a dog is?
No.
Nope.
So you can do this with like a brand new kind of guy?
Right. I mean, if you're bringing a puppy out, you want to make sure they've got some vaccinations. You always need to be careful about taking out a puppy that's not fully vaccinated, but you still need to get them socialized in a safe way.
In a safe way.
Yeah.
You know what, before you guys leave me today, though, I want to talk about the benefit of adopting dogs from the pound. You can find
Absolutely.
some great animals at the
Yes.
pounds. You don't have to spend $1,500 on a dog, right?
Absolutely, and we promote that. As a matter of fact, we are working with. We work with a lot of the rescue groups, and we promote that. We believe 100% shop and adopt, don't shop. I mean, that's what we try to do. Our trainings at the park this year, we're going to work with Humane Ohio on some you know, some things that will be from some vaccines and stuff like that, and we really, you know, you can even, there's a lot of purebred dogs in the pounds. I mean, people go out and buy these dogs and then they, you know, they find out, oh my gosh, that dog's huge, or that's not the type of dog I really wanted, and they end up in the pound. So,
right. And that's another good point in the few seconds we have left. Research your needs. Understand what you want before you just go grab some little
understand
dog
what the
that
dog was bred for.
Cute dog, because it really might not be.
Don't just go on looks. You got to know what the dog was bred for, so you understand their characteristics. And
I'm
what
so
you can
glad you guys
from.
joined us today. I know a whole lot more now about pit bulls, so I'll be a little less frightened
there you go.
when I see them. And Lucy is just adorable.
Yeah, we wanted to bring a pit bull today, but we just didn't have the schedule, so we brought an Airedale Terrier, so it's at least from the same group.
Yeah, so we
from
can
the
see
Terrier
what
group.
you can get.
And she's been a great star with us. So yes,
she is a great star.
Yeah.
Thank you guys so much. We're going to go away for just a second. We will be right back.